What's up, y'all? Mike Stocks here, aka Marker Man Mike. I'm back at you guys with another video. Today, actually, it is January 3rd. It's currently 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm up. My mind's just pacing, thinking of the future, what's next, and how much I gotta accomplish and want to accomplish and will accomplish for this next year, life. Overall, man, the time is now. It starts now. It started before and it's starting now. Every year is different. And how you start your year is how you end your year. And I refuse to start this year behind mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I refuse to. I won't allow you guys either. You know, I can only help you so much through my words and actions. You guys are gonna watch my life. Today it starts now. With this video, I'm coming to you guys on how I got an 800 credit score at the age of 21. And what it took for me to get there, because it was a process, about at a year, honestly. And just the consistency behind it. It's all about leveraging and knowing your risks, you know. Credit is leverage. To a certain extent, the person behind it has to leverage it. You have to have a good mindset behind credit. Credit is not something that you can just use freely and pay off later. As much as you feel like you can, it's not. It's not free money. You still owe these people back in the long run. But the goal is, how can you stretch it to your advantage and build your credit up at the same time? Your credit is your background. Your credit is your name. Literally everything. You know, these banks won't give you a loan if your credit is low. You have to have credit in this world, pretty much. To be a known person to the banks, you have to. And to have a lot of stuff go your way, credit is essential. The first way I started actually using my credit, because I actually started using my credit card this year. You know, I was using it before, like very, very small. If it was like a car issue or anything like that. Me being consistent with my credit card was actually this year. And I always stayed ahead, you know. So let's say your starting credit limit is like $3,000, okay? 3,000 or 4,000 or maybe 2,000. I always use or try to use under 35% of my credit. Around 35 to 30% of my credit. You know, the more you use your credit, the more it can mess up the points to a certain extent. Like if you're just using all of it, the best way is just to leverage 30 to 40% of your credit. I never say use 100% all at once, you know, especially if you don't got the financial needs to support that. Interest is real, and if you don't have a good interest rate on your credit card, it can mess you up in the long run, especially if you're not paying it on time. I always pay my bills on time. I always try to have no debt going into the next month in terms of my credit card. It's all leverage, you know. The money with credit can just help you stay ahead in a way. I just started with 30%, 35, 40, sometimes 40 if it got like that. And slowly but surely, I actually had my credit get raised. So my credit limit went from 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and so on and so on. You know, it's a process. It's literally a process, but it's not a bad one. It's just showing how consistent of a person can you be in this world. That's all. Credit builds responsibilities. It builds a person as well. You just have to be prepared to take on the actions behind credit. You can use it to your advantage. Another way that helped me get an 800 credit score is I used it, but I never used it a lot, in terms of monthly. I try to use my credit card probably like 3 to 4 times, maybe in a month, in terms of like decent size purchases, because I don't like using my credit card a lot. It's too much going on in this world in terms of like hackers and people that play with your cards and stuff. So I hardly ever take my credit card out, but I do use it for the big things that I need that I'd rather pay off at the end of the month instead of different parts of the month. It's certain people is responsible in different ways, and maybe you're the type of person that just needs to pay it now, and that's A-okay. But I say use your credit card first, just so you can get the usage on it. You have to use it, and if you're using a decent amount, that's okay. That's good as well. Like, just leverage yourself in a better position with credit. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to pay off your responsibilities at the end of the month, because credit is not free. It's not. It's a discipline thing. Can you be that consistent person? Can you? The ways I use my credit: insurance, apartment, and that's pretty much it. I'll try to pay off at least $1,000 in like the half of the month if I'm using it in the beginning, and most of my bills are in the beginning of the month. I had it set up that way so I can use my stuff like that. So I'll pay my bills probably like mid-month, and then toward the rest towards the end, and then going into the new month, I have at least around maybe $100 in there in terms of my credit. Like I probably used $100, just so I can sit it in there and it goes into the next month. It's all about being a responsible person at the end of the day, and you can use credit to benefit yourself overall. You just have to be ready to take on the responsibilities. You do. I'm Mike Stacks, and this is just the most organic way how I can help you guys with your credit. I'm not no specialist. I'm just a young man that has a plan and responsibilities, and I'm willing to spread it because the Lord gave me that ability to spread His word for Him and for the help of His people. And that's all I want to do. This year, my goal is just to reach as many as I can. And I will. This life is not hard. It's not. This life is how you make it. You gotta find stability, faith, patience. The time is now. The time is now. May the Lord be with you all, and may you guys have a blessed day or night. I love you, and I'm going to continue to be consistent for the sake of me and for the sake of y'all. This is Mike Stacks.